That agreement was intended for the installation and use of a driveway within the city's right-of-way for access to 605 Leggett, which otherwise did not have any access. Presently, 605 is within a sale process. We were approached by the prospective buyer and the property owner as the title company had flagged an issue with the sale as the current license agreement is in the name of the previous owner rather than carrying forward with that property specifically. So approving a resolution of intent this evening would allow for execution of the sale, and then we'd look to come back to council with a formal revised license agreement with the new property owners at that time.
Okay. Questions?
Nope.
I'd like to say that I was on the planning commission when this first came up, and we ended up having to rezone this area because the platted lots didn't match the actual zoning. It was R2 zoning, but R3 size lots. So there's a mismatch there. We had lots with no street access because we had undeveloped streets and undeveloped rights of way, which isn't that uncommon, but the Nelsons wanted to utilize land they owned to build themselves a house, and they needed street access, and the only way to get it was this license agreement, which meant half the driveway was on private property and half on public property. If we ever built the street, then this will go away. That was the genesis of it, and it was an opportunity to get a very nice house built for the Nelsons, who were longtime residents and business people and really good people. So I was pleased to be a part of it then. I'm pleased to see it continue on now, and anxious to see this proceed.
I just have a clarifying question. So what you're asking to do is attach it to the address, the license agreement?
Yeah, we'd have to essentially
But of
redo the license agreement.
Owners,
Yeah,
and so this would just carry through with any sale of the home after this? Okay.
It would run with the land instead of the people.
yeah.
Yeah.
And-
And then you'll have new terms and such that'll be negotiated, but
Yeah,
we'll see
the
that.
title company, the prospective buyer had relayed that the title company was satisfied with the resolution of intent, as we couldn't necessarily execute a license agreement with a prospective buyer rather than the current owner. So we'd look to come back with revised terms and
we had
correct some of
a
those
chicken and the
issues.
egg relationship here. It's like, so
Okay.
who goes first?
Right,
Okay.
one of those quirky ones.
Okay. All right, call the roll, please.
Dora,
Yes.
Fritz,
Yes.
Callio,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Manetza.
Yes. All right, next item, please.
Item D, approve the 2026-2027 City Council Strategic Priorities.
All right, I need a motion.
So moved.
Second?
A motion by Lyons, second by Dora. Okay, Dora, Mr. Dora, would you like to start?
Yes, I would. I had this taken off from the consent agenda, not so much for discussion, but more for acknowledgement of all of the time and effort that has gone into it by council members and staff as well. And would like to acknowledge that and thank everyone for the time that they had spent in doing so. And also to let the public know that this is a pretty important document that we have come up with that we tend to guide ourselves with throughout the year for directions that we want to head the city in and improvements we would like to see. So if you haven't had a chance to look at it, please go online, check it out. They've broken it down into 7 different categories, each one that has 5 or 6 subcategories to it. One of them that you'll probably recognize the most was reinstate city sidewalk snow plowing. That was on there under engaged, informed, and connected community. I know I had received a lot of input from residents that wanted more information and easier to find. So one of the directions we have is to implement a dedicated page on the website for relevant and timely updates in regard to city projects. I know that that will be informative to a lot of people as well. So there's a lot of good things on here. If you haven't had a chance to look at it, please review it, and thank you again to those who have helped bring it to fruition.
Yeah, thank you.
Other comments?
Oh, I think it looks good. I think we've got a tough year ahead. Really good one.
Busy.
A busy one, yeah.
And sometimes these are as much aspirational as they are achievable, but we do what we can, and it sets the standard and the direction for the budget. And so then we people know what we think is important to do. Any other questions, comments? Please call the roll.
Lyon,
Yes.
Dora,
Yes.
Fritz,
Yes.
Callio,
Yes.
Menetza.
Yes. Well, that is all of our business for the evening, so it brings us to a report by city council. Who would like to go first? We're all looking at you.
Everybody looks down at me. Well, first of all, I want tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day, so enjoy your day and be safe. As you noticed, I did wear my St. Patrick's Day tie and a green shirt to go along with it. And also, I just want to make a happy birthday wish to Maria. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Maria. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Hope the rest of the day goes good for you.
At least better than that song did. Enough?
Spring training is almost done. Tigers start next week, so be ready. Here we go.
Yeah, maybe they'll start winning games.
They did today.
Okay.
We had the opportunity to go to the Michigan Municipal League conference in Lansing this past week. And it was very valuable in a lot of the seminars that I attended, but I also just appreciated being able to spend some time with city staff and the council, even just having breakfast and lunch and getting to know each other better. And I'm just very appreciative at how we seem to be working well together so far. So
Okay.
I want to thank you all for that. And I thought it was interesting, and I think there's a lot of resources out there for us to utilize and learn from. So, thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you.
Yeah, same. Thought CapCon was, our first one, it was good. Got to hear the luncheon, the women's luncheon on Tuesday was really informative about small businesses and financing options that some other towns are doing and how they're, sparking small business action in their town. And I thought that was really good and something I want to dive further into. And some zoning things that we learned about right before we left that I wish we could have stayed longer and, asked more questions about. So excited to dive more into that too. I was in a puzzle competition on Saturday, which raised my blood pressure really high. But I think I might need to start puzzling more often so that doesn't happen. But it was really fun. Yeah, have a great St. Patrick's Day, everybody. It might be a little white out there instead of green.
I actually attended the puzzle contest myself, not in the puzzling capacity, more as a onlooker. My wife was in it. But I did hear several people comment, including Aaron, that the puzzling was actually more difficult and intense than a council meeting. So it was 100% concentration going on by everyone in that room, I'll tell you. It was great. It was a lot of fun. I think it was had by everyone who was there. Attended the DDA meeting. There's lots of stuff coming up there for downtown and Centertown as well as at the Centertown meeting. They have a lot of events coming up. Warmer weather is on its way, so things will start to pick up quite a bit. Appreciated meeting with fellow council members and staff at the CapCon as well. We did get an opportunity to briefly chat with Senator Victory over breakfast. So that was interesting to learn all the things that were going on around the state and in our area, and some of the stuff that he could help us with. So had a good time and appreciated it all. So be safe.
Okay. Thank you. I would like to note on a somewhat sadder note the passing of Jim Parenta, who was chairperson of our community center board and a longtime community helper and community partner, member of the Legion, member of the VFW, and just all around wonderful person. So sad news there. I just wanted to acknowledge that he was so important to this community. I also attended CapCon. I thought it's always good to get out and see what other communities are doing, make contacts, get to know how other communities think about problems and how they solve them. And you wouldn't have to keep reinventing the wheel. We can always borrow other ideas. And I attended a session on youth advisory boards, getting youth involved in civic affairs, and we do that to a degree, but other communities do more, so I think there's more to be learned about how to engage that process. And generally speaking, at the legislative breakfast, the chance to just chit chat with people and chance encounters are sometimes just as valuable as the sessions that you attend where you learn formal stuff. So it's all good. Appreciate all that. Just a lengthy drive because I drove there Tuesday and drove back Wednesday. So I put a few miles on. And that's all I got. So it's up to city manager.
All right, thank you. I did not hear about the puzzle competition, but would love a heads up next time. Just a reminder, your April meetings are pushed back by a week. So our first meeting in April will be on the 13th. It'll be here before you know it. So a reminder, we also have our budget work session planned on April 15th at 6 p.m. and that will be at Central Park Place in the ballroom. And then the immediately following week, the 20th, will be your second meeting of the month. So it's a little bit, the what? That's incorrect. It'll be the 27th. So there is a little bit of a change within our meeting schedule, so just wanted to draw your attention to that budget work session. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Well, that brings us to our second call to the audience. This time, members of the audience may address council on any item. Please give us your name and address and limit your speaking time to 3 minutes. Who would like to address council?
Good evening. My name is Nate Farkas. I live at 13961 148th in the township. I am Mary Nelson's grandson from 605 Leggett. I just want to address council and say thank you. This is a big milestone for the family that's going to purchase this home and to transfer this agreement. They're just elated to be at this vicinity and, have the YMCA and the ski bowl right there. Their children are just absolutely pumped. So thank you on proceeding forward with this and looking forward to have great people in a wonderful neighborhood. So thank you very much.
And thank you. And we're always anxious to see more people come to Grand Haven.
It's a great spot.
It is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Nobody's rushing to the podium. All right. Well, if there's no further business then we are adjourned. Thank you.